Morning all. Time once again. Sunday Q&A. Nice cup of tea. Lovely. With me, Wallace and Gromit mug. Favourite mug that. Right. Straight into it then. Yeah, I had a bit of a strange one this week. Got a job out of Derby Way, Ilkeston, wherever it was, and it was going to Tilbury. And then before I went to bed, suddenly it wasn't going to Tilbury, it was going to Wellesmere Port. 270-mile round trip. And I still don't know what happened. I've rung the shipper. I've explained to him my side of things. He said the guy who actually booked the job isn't there. That was on Thursday. He's going to talk to him on Friday. It's now Saturday. Tomorrow's Sunday when this goes out. I'm going to ring him on Monday. Either way, you know, I'll probably never get to the bottom of it, but there you go. Anyway, Littlefinger says you should have an email when a job gets edited. I will talk to the office about that. There are so many emails I would have to filter through, but I'll have a word with Jem and see if anything came through, but thanks for the heads up, mate. Record says, I feel like you took a job because you had one... Oh, no, it happened to him. Sorry. I think the sort of long and short of it is he kind of took a job because he had one coming back, booked back, got the job going there, and then when he went to get the return load, they didn't have the paperwork, so they cancelled it. And as a result of which he came, you know, it was sort of like, you know, sort of Glasgow to Aberdeen, got to Aberdeen, and the Aberdeen to Glasgow job didn't exist. And it was like, I come all the way back empty, which is a bit of a killer. It does happen, like, you know, Hot Wheel Nation. Hello, Chris. In the Luton soon, mate. He's getting an upgrade. He said he bidded on a small van job, probably presume he's in the area because he's in a long wheelbase. And then he got another one, and when he went to look for the bid for the small van job, it changed to a long wheelbase, which is interesting. He could have done it anyway, but another one of those mysterious things they have as the CX. I said, I don't really mind what happened. I just want to get to the truth. I'm feeling like Agent Mulder. I'm hoping the smoking man's in this one. You know, what the truth is out there. I must find it. Gaming Wiki says, you can check the history of the job and see what has been changed. Like, the guy checked the history and he couldn't see any changes. But the problem was, I thought about it afterwards, and when I was having a conversation with him, I even spoke to him on the phone and said, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick it up, take it to Dunstable, it'll be in secure parking overnight, then go and drop it in Tilbury at 7 in the morning, which I have to drop because, ironic enough, I've got to pick up in Dunstable at 9, and he said, fine. Now, you wouldn't say that if it was going to Ellesmere Port, but again, whether I'll ever get to the bottom of it, I don't know. It's not the end of the world. Worse things happen at sea, like, you know. Grant Mellon says, been there, seen there, done that, got a t-shirt. Yes, so it's not just me. Thanks, mate. It's good to know. Graham Alexander. Oh, yeah, he said, not that. Oh, the guy who booked the job isn't in today. You know what I hate with that one? Is on kind of loading time. They agree the loading time. Then it doesn't get upgraded. And then you ring up and say, oh, the guy who's agreed the loading time's gone home. I hate that. But there you go. Things happen. You know, and I can't authorise because it's not my job. How many times does he sit in the desk opposite you going, don't know. Maybe. Danny boy, hope it all falls into place. Mate, oh, and by the way, congratulations on your operators. Good luck, mate. Paul Williams, he says it's important that we all share our screw-ups. Yeah, that's kind of what we do. Stick them on the channel. Anyone else? I mean, it's not just me, surely, that comes a cropper. any mistakes? Gratefully received. TJ, also having a nightmare. He said he had like a 5-year plan. He said it's all gone absolutely bonkers. But he's not running on the CX. He's presumably doing it himself. I still say, it's that thing we did about one yesterday about part-time on the CX. And I've been thinking about it. And the thing is, if it's going to cost you like 900 quid, well, say 750 quid if you get the VAT back for a year, that works out about 60 quid a month. That's one job. If you do one job on it a month, you get your money back. I mean, I don't know, I plug it, and at the end of the day, it's down to you guys whether you use it or not, but it doesn't seem dear to me. You know, 60 quid a month doesn't seem dear to me. When it was £600 for 6 months, well, now it's suddenly, you know, it's £100. That's still only 2 jobs. Depends how often you use it. Ultimately, choice is yours. Don't tell anybody what to do. Gold member, he says, sounds like they changed your job. Like I say, truth is out there. And Ian with Two Eyes Merrick, he said it easily done a human error, or it might just been a change of job. He said he basically, the drummer in one of his old bands had a regular run from Northampton to Southampton. One day took the wrong trailer. So presumably he went from Northampton to Southampton, got there, realised it was the wrong trailer, Southampton back to Northampton, dropped the trailer, then got back in, got the right trailer, done that and you're driving out. Good luck. A lot of to and fro in there. Anyway, see, I think this cat's might want to come in. Give me a second. And we're back. Right, miscellaneous. Hang on a second. Yeah, sorry, I've written it down scribbled it. Adam Sher said, struggle because of what we do. Yeah, this has come down to warranty. Oh, I missed it at the beginning, right, yeah. He said the problem is you struggle to get the warranty because what we do is difficult to get warranty. But Joe Render says AA do warranty. And Ian Merrick says RAC also do warranty. He said he had a van once. It was his old Traffic or something like that. And he got RAC. It depends on the van. Obviously, you know, if you've got a brand new van, they're going to give you a nice, tidy, super duper warranty because there's less chance of it breaking down. You got RAC bronze, which he said very doubtful if it covered anything like engine or gearbox. He's now driving around in a Caddy with RAC platinum, so that must be a newish van. 12 months, 550 quid, which he says is half the price of the clutch or the turbo. So I guess if you're out there and you're running and you're looking for a warranty in a second-hand van, it strikes me AA or RAC are the people to phone. I don't know. Give them a call. Let me know how it goes. Please. Julian Rose says he has bought both leased and bought. It depends on the deal. I think this is ultimately the thing. I don't think there's any right way to go between leasing and buying. As long as if you lease, you get the right deal. And if you buy, you get the right deal. It's just getting the best, cheapest van you can, I think. Godzilla's. You don't want to be putting... He says you don't want to be putting on brake after half an hour because it removes your entitlement. Then after a 4.5 hour break, you only have 1 hour break. It don't work that way, I believe. You've got 9 hours driving time in a day. So if you go for like 2 hours, then have a 45-minute break, and then you go for like, say, 4.5 hours and have a 45-minute break, you haven't got an hour left. You've got that hour plus the 2.5 hours that you didn't have at the beginning. So you've got 3.5 hours left. And that's kind of the thing that they showed me on the CPC. Like I say, I'm not giving the definitive on this one because I'm still relatively new to this. I still can't work out. Work time directive. After 6 hours, do you have to have 20 minutes rest or half an hour rest? Because some people tell me it's half an hour rest. I've been on the ACAS website, it's 20 minutes, and I can't remember what they told me on the course. So please let me know, because I have to adhere to all these things, and I'm learning as I go, you know. Once again, me throwing myself on my sword. Alan Talbot, he's been watching for months now. Not a stalker. I'm sure you're not my friend. Thank you very much for watching. He starts on Monday, and if it all goes wrong, it's my fault. Well, absolutely, of course. Everything's my fault. I'm happy to apologise for anything. It's not a problem. He's also an HGV driver, and he says good luck in the class in the 7.5 ton. Join the 7.5 ton, got to say. When I first started, there was a lot of handball, and I thought, what's going on here? Now, mainly faults on, faults off. Lot easier. And you can, if you get it right, get a job done in 2.5 hours. I suppose with distance to pick up, you can get a job done in 7.5 ton as quickly as you can get a job done in Luton. It strikes me the best one is to try to do short jobs if you can. Don't go too far. Hence the Ellesmere Port to Ashford debacle. But hey, learn as we go, eh? David Johnson. He's not going down the courier world, he's in his old business, but you watch the videos anyway. Thank you. 1993 Quest and Steve Campbell. And bet on. He said, right, it's all to do with manual entry thing. The long and the short of it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this as well, that if you eject your card, you can reinsert your card. But the tacho asks you the question, what have you been doing for the last... So say, for example, I eject my card at 3 o'clock and I have to climb back in at 5 o'clock. The machine wants to know, what have you been doing in the last 2 hours? So you have to manually say, well, at this time I was on rest, at this time I was on bed, and hopefully during that time I might have just been on rest. When it happens, I'll try and get the hang of it. I'll probably speak to Daniel and go, Daniel, how does this work? He's our transport manager, he's lovely. But thanks very much for the support, guys, as always. This was Mark Everson says you have to list what your break, what you do on your break, and Mark Everson as well. Thanks, guys. Do appreciate that. I'll get the hang of it. Oh, that's right. And he said you don't have to. One of the guys, you don't have to use an app. You can just hit the printout on the tacho, and it will tell you what you've done so far. I've done the printout of the tacho. It may as well be in Greek. I've got to be honest with you. It's all these numbers and things and symbols that I don't understand, and the app is very good. It's not perfect, but it's good. It gives me a good idea of what I've been doing in my day, as long as I keep remember the amount of times I've been driving for half an hour and I go, I forgot to take it off rest. got to take it off POA. But I'm getting better at that. And it's only going to be an indication. And like I say, I'm trying to be a good boy, and I'm trying to not do too many jobs and not go too far. Once I get the hang of it, I won't even need it because I'm just going to be well inside. But we'll see. Work in progress. Oh, and also he says, can you show him the flyers we use to get end users? Don't use flyers. I've got business cards. So we just post the business cards, and the business cards out, and they look like that. Just a business card. Just go around the estates, post them through. I'll change the colouring and change the name. He does that. Change it again in 2 minutes. Get there eventually. All right, we're going back to adapting vans. David Johnson says you can adapt vans. I mean, your man who wrote in about it has a bad back and stuff like that. You can adapt vans for wheel access. They adapt VWs and Mercs. It is experience though. It's very expensive. I mean, I could turn. It strikes me that there are firms out there that do it, but you kind of need to get one that's local to you. So for me to turn around and say there's a place that adapts vans and it happens to be in Bedford and you happen to live in Aberdeen, it's not going to be a lot of cop. So guys, I'm going to have to leave that one to you. But there are firms out there that do it. Good luck if you need to have it done. Paul Wilkins is in a Luton van, won a small van job on Friday, £1 a mile. Won a car job later. Yeah, this is interesting. This right, he won a Reading to Plymouth, £1 a mile on Friday afternoon. Well, the reason that is probably because no one wants to go to Plymouth on Friday afternoon, because unless you live in Plymouth, there's a very good chance you're coming out of there empty. He also won a car job later, 60 miles, £1 a mile. It was only short, 60 miles, £1 a mile. That's good going. Done well there, but you can get them. Some people win, some people don't. I mean, like Daniel, my transport manager, he gets good money on his Lutons. Tony always used to, when the guy started, he would get good money. He would say, I'm getting money. He said, I'll show you on the app. When I started, so you said, Peter, you're bidding too cheap. Oh, I found it was the right price for me. Everyone does it their own way. That's Tobias Green. Yeah, Tobias Green, he said, you realise your channel is a business plan? He's got a bad spine. He was adapted to the van. Yeah, it kind of does work out the way, doesn't it? Well, we'll see that. If it continues to grow, brilliant. If it doesn't, you can find out what it could be the what not to do business plan, but we'll see. Daniel Stokan says, how do you set up an account? I presume he means with the CX. There is a link. I've done a video. I've done it all this, how to get a factoring company, how to get insurance, how to join the CX. If you follow that link, it'll take you to the website. There's everything on the front of the website, everything you need. And as Matthew McDonald says, and we've mentioned this before, the CX are doing, I think it's 15 months for £750 plus VAT at the moment, some kind of introductory scheme. So if you want to join, now could be a good time. That's what they tell me anyway. Arped Attila Sisby, is there a WhatsApp group to join? Right, I'm on a WhatsApp group. It's called the Van Driver Stroke Owners Network. Guys, I never comment. It's nothing personal. I've also got a WhatsApp group for our drivers. I never comment on that either. Basically, because I'm always driving, and you can't have, I'm driving, or I come in, I have a drink with a wife, have a bath, have some tea, go to bed. Saturdays and Sundays are made up of videos, running around, cutting the grass. I get Sunday afternoon off. I have said on the WhatsApp group before, and please don't take this the wrong way, yeah, less talky, more drivey. So, but yeah, there is a WhatsApp group out there. If they'll have you, I don't know how it works. It's called the Van Driver /Owners Network. And if it grows and that's what they want, brilliant. I'm happy to plug it. Happy to be part of it. Just not actively that much of a part of it. Sorry. Tom Grinley says, you're starting Monday. Good luck, my friend. Hope it works out for you. Steve Campbell, his brother adapts vans. He said, so if you look in the comments, somewhere there's Steve Campbell, his brother adapts vans. Like I say, you can find someone near you if you need it, having that done. I can't really help you on that one. I do apologise. On the Sunday Q&A, the conveyor belt of fools. Don't know what that's all about. Don't write that down. Simon James likes the channel. Thanks very much, mate. Thanks for watching. Trucker Dave Ferguson, he said, we've got on the removals in the curtain side. He once drove a sports bar from London to Manchester in a 7.5 ton curtain side. It's an absolute nightmare. Boxes of booze that couldn't be strapped down, a 40-inch TV, things flying around everywhere. I presume he got it there in the end. We all get it there in the end, don't we? Hopefully in one piece. Yeah, I'm looking forward to moving Dave the Crisps. He'll be fine. I've got a plan. Ritesh Singh says, ZEO route planner, ZEO route planner is better than Road Warrior. Is that the one? He said it's unlimited stops and it's free. Mate, I've downloaded it, but I haven't used it yet because I haven't had to. But you guys, if you want to try this one out there, ZEO, ZEO route planner, try it, let me know it works. I'll gladly pass it on. Getting there, one more. Ross Gilmore says, he said he's struggling to get 120 a mile in a 7.5 tonnes for 44 foot. He said you'll struggle to get £2. Not, honestly, I'm not. I'm looking at about 150 to 200 minimum a job and £2 a mile. The one I quoted from Ellesmere Port to, what's his name, Ashford in Kent, was 244 miles, 2 stops. I quoted him a monkey, 500 quid. And he said, yeah. But he said, I'll ring the customer. And the customer said, yes. So, no, I'm getting it. Admittedly, the long jobs don't always pay that way. A lot of them go on sort of like paddock line or go on, on the 40 footers. But and the short jobs, yeah, I can't say it's a problem. So anyway, good luck. James Ritchie, how is Shipley offering such cheap bids, e.g. Luton to Surrey £28? Are they storing and delivering? I don't know. I think there's probably 3 options on this one. Some of them might be doing the bid because they've got a job and they're going back that way empty anyway, but for 28 quid, by the time you've gone out your way and you've delivered it, it's not worth the money. Some of them might be, might have a warehouse thing where they're bringing it in and sacking it all over and then taking it all out. What I suspect is it's probably part of the conveyor belt of fools, and there's a lot of crazy people out there that are prepared to work for next to nothing. So, but it does, because they're doing it doesn't mean you have to. Find something else to do. As my mate Dave the Chris always says, plenty of work for those that work for nothing. Oh, right, Fran's rang me. He's got this motorhome weight measure thing, because we're talking about weights on vans, and it kind of is like a ruler, and it fits sort of on your axle weight, and on your axles and your springs, and tells you what weight you are. I'll keep you updated on that one. I'm going to see how it goes with him first. If it's any good, I'll do you a little shout out, Sir Conudit says... He says, we don't buy food from Waitrose. I must have said I bought the food from Waitrose at some stage. We buy from Aldi. We're not posh like you. I'm not posh. I drive a van for a living. I drive the truck. Although, when I was out in Ashford, I did have the good sense when I had stopped for my half-hour break at Toddington to go into the Marks and Spencers at Toddington and pick up some 3 for £7 kofters and some sausage rolls and something else and some falafel, which meant I did actually have something to eat when I finished, which was quite pleasing. So I normally don't bother. And then, although I did go down the pub and watch the crazy motorbikes, and I could have got something there, but I thought on a side of caution. Steve Robinson. Oh yeah. Stephen Robinson says, and these are his words, not mine, you're a cowboy market trader and your rabble will last a couple of weeks. You should be ashamed of yourself, of business as it makes, you're ashamed of your business as it makes the authority of being a CX member, and your YouTube videos are bad for the industry. And this is from, like I say, his words, not mine, from a highly valued and dedicated European driver, one of UK's leading events drivers. Not everyone's a fan. T. King Scott says, we're reading the conveyor belt of fools thing. He said, pay peanuts, get monkeys. Or elephants. Elephants like peanuts. Or squirrels. What has a hazelnut in every bite? Squirrel, no, I can't say that next one. Posh Boy says, on lease or buy. If you buy, it's one less payment each month. Again, it comes down to getting the best deal. Yes, it's one less payment each month, but if your service bills and your insurance bills or whatever are higher, ultimately it's how much it costs within the month. But I know what you're saying. I've always been a big fan of buy, and I'm very surprised actually when we drilled into it that you people said buy, not lease, because I thought you'd say lease, but I thought I was doing it wrong, but it makes me feel better, that one. He said, and also I'm going part-time on the CX. It depends what you earn a week. Yeah, we've gone to that one. It's kind of, if I very much doubt it's in Roger Daltrey's best interest to do it, or the Queen. But if you're sort of, you work in Tesco's, or you just want to change, even part-time, you might get more than you could do full-time on what you're doing at the moment. Again, I just put the truth out there as I see it. Good luck if you decide to go. Corrigan 71, he says, just stumbled on the channel, is about to buy a Luton. Did a video about Lutons. See if I can get a link up there for you. Good luck, hope you get the right one. Curtain side with tail lift if you can, with low miles. Good luck on finding them, they're like hen's teeth. And Steve Brady says, glad to see things are working out. Steve, it's going okay at the moment. Fingers crossed, touch wood. You know, it's been a long time. It's a long road. It is, and I'm making mistakes. I've made mistakes, and I'm still making mistakes. But hopefully, we are getting there. The second truck's doing all right. Shona is wonderful. The new driver, she's an absolute angel. Looking at getting a third. I've got 3 on my licence. If that works out, might be looking at an extension of the licence. Right, and finally, the final comment this week comes from Dave the Crisps. He says, some interesting pallets behind you. Mate, when I move your house, let me know. If I can store them, you can have all the pallets you like. Build yourself a nice big shed, play guitar in it. Right, that's it for another week. Hope you're all well. I haven't got a job booked for Monday. I will try and sort one out tomorrow. Well, today, because it's recorded yesterday. And in the meantime, hope you're well. Hope things are picking up. Take care, take money.